In a small monastery nestled among the Himalayan foothills lived a humble Buddhist monk named Master Dawa. Known for his profound wisdom and calm demeanor, Dawa had spent years practicing mindfulness and meditation. His presence alone emanated tranquility, and many traveled from far and wide to seek his teachings. One day, a young man named Tashi arrived at the monastery. Tashi was a well-educated scholar, proud of his sharp intellect and quick wit. Yet despite his achievements, he was constantly plagued by frustration, anger, and inner turmoil. His inability to control his reactions had caused him to lose friends, opportunities, and peace of mind. Tashi approached Master Dawa with a mix of respect and skepticism. "Master," he began, "I have read countless books, studied the scriptures, and mastered many subjects. Yet I find myself easily disturbed by others. No matter how much I know, I cannot control my emotions when someone insults me or challenges me. How can I find peace in such moments?" Master Dawa smiled gently and nodded. "Come, walk with me," he said. They strolled through the monastery gardens, where vibrant flowers bloomed in every corner, and the sound of birds chirping filled the air. After some time, Master Dawa led Tashi to a serene spot by a flowing river. The sound of the water cascading over rocks created a soothing atmosphere. Master Dawa sat on a rock by the river and gestured for Tashi to sit beside him. "Tashi, the answer to your question lies in the power of no reaction. When you react instantly to every challenge, insult, or situation, you lose control. Your emotions, like this river, begin to flow uncontrollably. But if you learn to pause, to allow the initial wave of emotion to pass, you can choose your response wisely." Tashi frowned. "But Master, how is it possible not to react? When someone insults me, my anger rises so quickly, and I feel compelled to defend myself." Master Dawa picked up a smooth pebble from the ground and handed it to Tashi. "Throw this pebble into the river." Tashi did as he was told. Pebble caused a small splash and ripples that expanded outward in the water. "What do you notice?" asked Dawa. "The pebble made a splash, and then the water returned to its calm state," Tashi replied. Master Dawa nodded. "Just like the water, your mind has the ability to return to calm after an emotional disturbance. The splash is your immediate reaction: anger, frustration, fear. But if you allow it to settle, the mind, like the water, will return to peace." Tashi remained unconvinced. "But what if someone keeps throwing pebbles? What if people are constantly provoking me?" Master Dawa smiled. "Come, let's go back to the monastery." Later that day, as Tashi walked through the courtyard, he encountered an older monk carrying a large pot of water. As the monk passed, some water accidentally splashed onto Tashi's robes. Instantly, Tashi's face flushed with irritation. "Watch where you're going," he snapped. The older monk bowed his head apologetically, but said nothing. Continued on his way, leaving Tashi fuming. Master Dawa, who had observed the exchange from a distance, approached Tashi. "You reacted without thought," he said calmly. "The splash of water on your robes was like the pebble in the river. Instead of letting it pass, you allowed your emotions to cloud your judgment." Tashi lowered his head, ashamed of his outburst. "I see what you mean, Master, but it's so difficult to remain calm in the moment." Master Dawa smiled kindly. "No one said it would be easy, Tashi, but every time you resist the urge to react immediately, you strengthen your inner peace. Let me share a story with you." The two sat beneath a bodhi tree, and Master Dawa began his tale. Many years ago, in a distant kingdom, there lived a wise king. He was loved by his people for his fairness and kindness. However, one day, a neighboring kingdom declared war, and a fierce general came to confront the king. The general stormed into the king's court, shouting insults and making threats. He tried every way possible to provoke the king. King remained calm and did not react. His advisors were baffled. After the general left, one advisor asked, "Your Majesty, why didn't you respond to the general's insults? Shouldn't you have defended your honor?" The king smiled and said, "When someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The advisor replied, "To the one who offered it." "Exactly. I did not accept his insults, so they remain his burden to carry, not mine." Tashi listened intently to the story, realizing its deeper meaning. Master Dawa concluded, "When someone tries to provoke you, remember that you are not obligated to accept their gift of anger. You have the power to choose peace by simply not reacting." The next morning, Tashi decided to practice this lesson. As he went about his day, he encountered many small irritation. A novice monk accidentally bumped into him, a merchant overcharged him for fruit, and a fellow student made a sarcastic remark about his robes. Each time, Tashi felt the familiar rise of anger within him, but instead of reacting, paused. He took a deep breath, allowed the initial emotion to pass, and responded calmly. To his surprise, he felt a sense of control and peace that he had never experienced before. As the days passed, Tashi continued to practice the power of no reaction. His mind became clearer, his heart lighter, and his interactions with others more peaceful. He realized that true strength did not come from fighting every battle, but from choosing which battles to engage in. And sometimes the greatest victory was found in silence. Months later, Tashi returned to Master Dawa with a calm smile. "Master, I think I understand now. By not reacting immediately, I have found a deeper sense of peace. I no longer carry the weight of other people's anger or insults." Master Dawa smiled warmly. "You have learned well, Tashi. Remember, peace is always within you. It is not about controlling the world around you, but about mastering your own mind." And so Tashi left the monastery a transformed man, carrying with him the profound lesson that the power of no reaction is the key to true inner peace.